Oh, I dropped a pen lid. I was fiddling with a pen lid and it went away.
Why? Okay, now I'm audible.
Hi, chat. It would not be a Chilliteratea stream without some kind of audio troubles from the very start.
That's not true. I work.
Are you resting your entire face on the microphone?
I am
He's
done.
resting his face on the microphone.
I'm done with this. I hate so many things right now. Like, yeah. I try so hard to make sure that everything is right and in place, even as you can attest before this when I was like, oh yeah, I want to have like hat note going on in the background so that it's just like it's baked into OBS. I don't have to remember to open it on stream and like have it open in a window in the background. So I did that and I checked that like, oh yeah, wait, Lucy's sound's not coming through. So I fixed that because obviously OBS, it's not even that I'm tired, I'm just done. I'm like, that's my 2025 energy. No. And like I could see that there was no desktop sound, which is how you hear Lucy, and so I was like, oh okay. And so you check, and do you want to know why the desktop sound doesn't come through? Because my desktop audio is set to output through my little Focusrite controller over here, and so the channel that it is set to is Focusrite, and OBS is set to output sound from default. You would think that the sound system that is being used to output the sound would be default, and so therefore it would go, that's the one you're using, that's the one I'll use, but it doesn't. And that's the same thing has happened to the microphone. So it's not even the laptop, it's just things not working the way that they are expected to work. Things not doing what they should do. Hi, everybody.
So, for 2025, Sam has turned into an old man.
Not even... I've always been this way.
I know, but even more so now.
I am just fed up of nonsense. It's stuff that just doesn't... Like, oh...
Nothing works anymore in this world. But it doesn't, you're right.
Categorically, I have just proven that it doesn't. Like, nope. that is literally the point of a default setting, to go, okay, I will use the thing. And then, do you want me to use a thing? Yes. No. I won't. Why not? What are you looking for? Are you looking for an output called default? Because that's not what this is. It's not how this works.
Anyway, hi chat. Happy New Year.
No, it's not.
Sam is determined to be
humbug.
Grumpy old man. Yeah. Yeah. No, Christmas is over, dear.
I've missed it.
But yes. What? Oh shit!
You there, boy? What day is it?
What day is it? January the 6th.
It's
bugger.
When was bins? I did this joke over Christmas, but chat wasn't there to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
I think we stuck on that bit for like a good 10 minutes or something.
Yeah, yeah. It's well, hang on, no, yesterday was New Year, Christmas, Boxing Day was like 3 days ago, I think.
No, we don't have to keep going.
That means it's the 20. Is it? I think is it the 29th today? I think. The shop's shut anyway. They're closed because they ran out. The goose is gone.
Yeah. Anyway, hello chat. Hope
Hello.
you're all well. Hope you've had a good festive time, and Happy New Year. And thank you everybody who've resubscribed, including Arian and Lynn and Amorous. Help a Dutch gardener keeps dooting at me. Yep.
Yeah. Took me a second. And Lahump up there.
Angeline on me. Parola.
Oh, that's just gonna hide. No, wait, I just broke it. Oh, yeah, because.
Oh, Addy, wow. It's the 1772nd of March.
Hang on, I just have to do. Okay, Lucy and I are gonna disappear for a second because again of the way this sets up, and I remember that I can't move the camera. But one sec.
Oh boy.
There we go.
Oh, also Sam.
Because we can't capture the window if the window is behind anything.
New Year's resolution. Sam
No.
is not allowed to complain about absolutely everything as soon as we open a stream.
I'm going to complain about that.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
No.
And Amras, incorrect. I don't have a tight 5 on this. I have like an extremely lackadaisy 20. It's just it's loose. It's all ramble. There is no like taut connective tissue between the beats. Anyway, sorry. You may continue now. I've done my bit.
I don't believe that for a second, but but yes. Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing well, or as well as you can. You know.
I hope you're doing better than me.
Jeez. Complaining is the most meaningful form of human connection. Yeah, that's fair. Also, Arian, I like that. Is that from something? Do you wish me a happy new year, or mean that it is a happy year, whether I want it or not, or do you feel happy this year, or is it a year to be good in? It feels like something from something, and I can't think of what. But yes. Gandalf.
I haven't read that one.
Oh, from The Hobbit, okay. Sam has decided that 2025 he is just going to be a general menace to society.
Churlish, I think, is...
That's your word for the year, is it?
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good one. What's everybody's word for 2025?
Don't know yet. I barely started it.
Yeah, well, I know. What word would they like to sum themselves up with in 2025? I have no idea what mine's going to be. Shui, okay. Later. Nice, Dave.
Amos, have you been hanging out with the youths again? Do we need to like block you from TikTok? Is that also? Let me know if Hat Note's too loud, by the way, because it's sitting there making it sound in the background, and I can't hear it. So, like, let me know if it's too much. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Audio seems fine.
Seems fine.
Too bad.
Hooray! Think your goal is just okay? That is a fair goal.
Yeah, I know. Good. Because it's cold.
Oh, you're just getting ahead of what the word of 2025 will be. Fair enough. Your goal is not dying. These are all good goals.
Yes, that's aspirational. We can all...
Yeah.
Yeah, we can all live up to that.
Mm-hmm. For a serious answer, you probably want to describe yourself as they this year. Nice!
Oh, yeah.
Woo! The first meme of the year you shared on Facebook with a cute little cartoon creature saying, "This year I will cause problems on purpose." I like that.
All right.
I approve this message.
Noted.
Yeah. So everybody ignore Andy. But yes. Did anybody get any books for Christmas? I've got an eyelash in my eye. You there at the front of the classroom tentatively raising your hand.
Yep.
What books did you get for Christmas?
Specifically, I have other books that I didn't get for Christmas also on my desk.
Wow.
I know.
oh, right. I thought you were saying the books that I didn't get for Christmas were big long list.
No, that would be we'll get to those. For Christmas, I got. Well, let's start with this one.
Full Doyle.
Spooky Norfolk.
Nice.
Which was this. Which I believe was from you.
It was from me.
It was from you.
Because I decided to let myself loose in the British Library Tales of the Weird website.
Yep.
I was tempted to get you the subscription to it.
Ooh.
But actually, you don't necessarily know which book you'll be getting each time.
Yeah. That's the
and
point of a subscription.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just, but it kind of works out more expensive, I think.
Oh, really?
I think, no, there was a reason. I can't remember what the reason was, but there was a reason that, yeah.
Maybe you just didn't want to, like, get me to just bombard me with 12 new books. It's like, here you go. It's more.
Well, you did it with me with
I know.
socks. So.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Just buried.
Frisbee books at you.
Yeah. Also, in addition, a bookmark. I have another one handmade by Lucy's mother. But yeah, this eerie East Anglia, fearful tales of field and fen, which has a bunch of stuff that I don't. Oh yeah, a bunch of stuff that I don't know. A couple that I do, and one of which is a short story called Possum, written by Matthew Holness, who I need to check if I haven't, because I've not actually looked to check if that is actually the Matthew Holness of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. I
hope so.
I really hope so, because that would be incredible. I will be so happy if it is. But it doesn't actually. Do you have? Maybe it's got like an introduction before each story. Yes, great. Well, I'm gonna look that up now. Yeah, written in 2008. Yes, it is. It is actually him.
Oh my god.
That's incredible. Okay. So yeah, this has a short story from Garth Marenghi himself. Then another bookmark. Very good. I also got Spectral Sounds, Unquiet Tales of Acoustic Weird, which
basically a book about me.
Yeah, it was also from Lucy.
Yep.
And this also has.
I thought those two looked cool.
I am very much looking forward to reading these and then reading a selection of them aloud to others. Oh, there were some good titles in some of these.
There were some really good titles in there.
Yeah, there's The House of Sounds. Good. The Haunted Organist of Hurly-Burly by Rosa Mulholland. Yep. Over the Wires, H.D. Everett. If it's like to do with like spooky radio communication, exactly. I'm there. Yeah. I'm in.
This is kind of why I got this specific one. I was like, I bet this has some haunted radios.
Mm-hmm. The Speaking Ghost by Annie Trumbull Slosson.
Great name.
Yep. It's a ghost that's speaking. Yeah, I'm trying to think what was in the East Anglia one as well, because I feel like there were one or two good titles in here.
Desperately trying to make its way into my eye.
Stivinghoe Bank, that's just a place.
Unquiet is a good goal. Yes, I like that.
Dr. Matthew's Ghost Story by Penelope Fitzgerald. The 17th Hole at Doncaster, H.R. Wakefield. The Man with the Roller, E.G. Swain. Yeah. Basically, I'm really looking forward to getting into these because I expect them to be good. And then, as previewed on the stream the other day.
Oh yeah, pretty book.
English Folktales by Neil Phillip, which is
pretty book.
An extensive collection of like folktales as like collected from folktale tellers. It's not just like it's not like the author doing their versions of different folktales. It's like these have been painstakingly collected and preserved from like actual people who were known in their community for like telling stories and heard them from their parents who heard them from their parents, and so it's like, and that's a real fascinating part as covered in the foreword, is how you actually collect these stories, because so much of them is in the telling. And so how do you do that if you just take like the beats of the story and then go away and then write it back up? Then
I'll have to disappear and get this eyelash out of my eye. One second.
Go for it. That's right. I'll
you keep talking. You're good at that.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh no. So it's a lot of it goes on about how if you just take like the beats of the story and then just go away and then write it back up, you've changed it again into your own thing. And it's people who made great efforts to preserve the story as it was told to them, quite often at a time before recording equipment was readily available. So you've got someone who's just like rattling away this, their story of, say, Jack and the Beanstalk or whatever, and you're trying to like write it down as quickly as possible because you can't necessarily sit down and just record them and then play it back and transcribe it in perfect detail. So that's a whole thing that, trying to actually preserve that integrity, which isn't something I'd ever really considered with a thing like this, but yeah, that's what they did. Screw it, instantly went on your to-read list. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting through some of these. I've opened it and skimmed through a couple, but not really yet sat down and like read through them. So yeah, and like the other thing as well that what I've learned about through this is the classification of. Welcome back. Did you succeed?
I have no idea.
Good. Okay.
I couldn't find anything in my eye, but now it seems to be fine.
Oh, one of those. Great. You'll find that later.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like the actual the classification of folk stories, and what's the. Someone in chat will probably get there before I can find it in here, maybe, if you know what I'm talking about. But is it like AT or something that it's named after the people who sort of put it down? Damn it. No, it's somewhere in the introduction, but like, yeah, there's different. It's essentially like a proto TV tropes. Is how how I came to think of it, where it's like you have, like the different classifications for the different styles and tropes that make up all the different folk stories. And as I say, I've forgotten.
It's also it's a bit like yeah, Andy's got it.
Yes, Arna Thompson. Yeah, Arna Thompson Uther. Thank you. Yeah. As I say, it's basically TV tropes. So you have like, I think like Jack stories is one, which I guess probably prominently feature a character called Jack, because that's just going to be a name that comes up in a whole lot of folk stories.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Common name.
yeah.
That was a Wikipedia page.
Awesome, thank you. So yeah, I mean, you just go there and start learning some things about folk stories. Another thing as well that I love is I'll read this bit. It's what I read to you, Lucy, as well the other day.
Yeah.
As opposed to the paucity of Marchen is an umlaut over the A. Merchen,
Mochen, probably. No, hang on. Moichen.
Hey, boss. You got us Moichen all over the place, like a couple of wise guys.
German.
Motion? I don't know. England is very rich in local legends and stories of witches, ghosts, giants and fairies. A passage in the collection of folklore scraps known as the Denham Tracts, 1892-5, preserves a marvellous list of supernatural beings, each of whom would have been the subject of stories and superstitions. This list, incidentally, is the source of Tolkien's Hobbits. And it's this enormous list. I'm going to, hold it up to the camera so you can't see it because it's all blurry. And also, if I hold it back far enough for the whole thing, it's...
Good names.
Yeah. Just...
You've muted yourself.
What did I... Okay, I smashed all the things I could have hit on the keyboard.
First word Amorous saw was knockers.
Great. Yeah. Unfortunately, Amorous, the first thing you see is what your 2025 is going to... It's that word search meme. And yeah, there's more. Yeah, it's just a big list.
A rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, no, good luck. Yeah. I fear for your free time because it's about to disappear.
Well, that's the thing. I was going to say, this feels very much like, folk music collecting and stuff. I mean, it is basically the same thing, just with stories rather than music.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like that. If nothing else, that seems just like if you're looking for folk monsters and stuff, that there is a great starting point. It's also got just like little poems and the things that inspired stuff, which had. Lucy's heard all this before from me just sitting there in your living room, just going, "Ooh, listen to this." But yeah, there's this whole poem that just ends with this couplet that I love, which is like, "Imagination paints and eyes deceive. Go touch the ghost you see and then believe." Which I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
And a whole bit about Once Upon a Time. Once upon a time when pigs spoke rhyme and monkeys chewed tobacco and hens took snuff to make them tough and the ducks went quack, 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 oh. Which, yeah.
Very much Spike Milligan.
Yeah. My story's ended, my spoon is bended. If you don't like it, go next door and get it mended.
I like that one.
Yeah. My tale's ended, the door steck's bended. Went to the garden to get a bit of time. I'll tell my tale, thee tell thine. I'll tell you a tale, the back of my nail, a pinch of snuff and a pint of good ale. Like these are like song openings.
These are absolutely song openings.
If you hear that in the next year or two, I've written it.
Yes.
I'll tell you a tale. Shall I begin it? There's nothing in it. Yeah, it's just it's very good and it's very interesting. And so, yeah, this will probably feature on stream at some or multiple points in the future.
Yeah. I didn't realise just how many stories were in it.
Yeah, well, they're all so short.
Like, I'm not sure. Yeah, I know. It's like when I was telling my mum about, like, the actual, like, the fact that you're sort of actually, like, this is all good inspiration and you're, like, exactly how it's been classified and stuff. Because I don't think she realised when you were saying, like, oh, this is cool, they're, like, collected.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, I didn't realise that. I just sort of looked at it and had a little flick through and saw that there were folk stories in there and it looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
Got it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. No, and it's like
nicely done.
Yeah. It's a reprint of. Yeah. I don't see when it was.
Again, it does seem like the sort of the collection of folk stories that one gets.
Yeah.
A bit like oh god, I can't think of. A bit like the like English Book of Folk Songs or something like that.
Yeah.
Sort of
folk stories not would be awesome. Yeah, exactly. Like we can. That would make for a good summer. Some like summer night folk stories.
Yeah.
French guy who calls himself an elfologist. He made several fantastic books about fairy tales and folk tales from all over the world with stunning illustrations. Awesome.
Nice. That is cool.
Yeah. But yeah, those were my Christmas gift books, unless I'm forgetting so. I don't think. No. What about you?
Me.
You.
Me. Oh, well, one of my books I can't be bothered to go and get. It's over there. My brother got me a book about birds. Because birds.
Mm-hmm.
And the only other book, I got lots of socks though. After me going, I made the mistake of saying to people, oh, some of my socks are wearing out, but that's okay because I've got too many socks anyway. And everybody else went, cool, socks. Although, to be fair, I did say I needed more Christmas socks. Problem is, I think the only people to get, yes, your parents are the only people to get me Christmas socks. Everybody else just got me normal socks, which I don't need. I don't need.
Good.
I think Adam might have got me a pair of socks. Anyway, I got this.
Yay!
Sam got me this because I have read all of the Area X trilogy that is Sam's before he's read it.
That's fine.
And this is the fourth one. And it's so pretty. And it's really good. And the writing is spectacular.
It is by Jeff.
It is also by Jeff.
Yeah.
My boy Jeff. Yeah. I like, honestly, if anyone who, well, frankly, if anyone has seen Annihilation, you will like the books. Because they are fantastic. And yeah, this is the fourth in the series. But the writing in them is genuinely brilliant. It's very, very readable, as we discovered. So I was like, hey, you should read this. And I read it in, what, a day?
So I think I got through Annihilation fairly quickly for me. And so I was like, oh, you'll be through this in a day. So yeah, we sort of sat outside in the summer And oh, that's when I was reading
Oh, scary book.
Black Moon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was reading that, and I just thought, oh yeah, here you go, it's Annihilation. You read that, and you just boom, straight through. As I'm like 2 chapters into Black Moon, like, oh, okay.
Because
Well,
sitting outside with the beam, I was like, right,
yeah,
done. He's like, wait, what?
you got any others? Not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you like, I guess, God, how do you even classify it? If you like sort of, it is kind of, it's sci-fi, I guess, but if just it's just weird. It's
Yeah,
just
it's like,
weird landscape. It's like it's very much environmental weirdness, landscape weirdness, and some genuinely stellar descriptions. Like the way that stuff is described in these books is mwah,
yeah, it's
chef's
like a
kiss.
sort of, I guess, kind of surreal, but not like. It's like surreal, but in a way that there is coherent thought behind it. You don't
Yeah.
see that. You see like the weird layer on top, but behind that, it's like the author's not just going like, oh, and some wacky stuff happened. Like, oh, what if whatever trout had 7 eyes? Oh, it's not like there is cohesive design and thought behind it, but you don't understand it and see why. And yeah, it's like it's sort of biological sci-fi horror. It's not like
It's very cool.
sci-fi as a broad category conjures up a lot of expectations, and it's like
There's no space, there's no aliens, there's no like lasers.
It's something weird is happening in a place in Florida. No, not like that. Actually, weirder than that.
And nothing's really ever explained, which I quite like.
Yeah.
Like it could be a tie everything up neatly and solve everything, but like this is the 4th one, which I assume will be the last one, is a prequel. So the story has kind of finished. Although that's the thing, is like, yes, it is a chronological story a bit, but also it's just from various different people who have been a part of this thing and have been around this area, and yeah, it's just everybody's different experiences of it, but it is I guess it's very visceral.
It's like
very visceral,
like a multifaceted study of a truly inscrutable place.
Yeah.
So like this one area being in story like explored by multiple different characters and perspectives, and not really with the intent of giving you, the reader, answers, because that would probably be quite unsatisfying if you just went, yeah, it was aliens. It was just like some alien pod landed there and made everything weird. You just kind of go, that's a bit crap. So
I lashed back, BRB.
Okay. But yeah, and as Lucy said as well, like if you've seen Annihilation, then great, and kind of not necessarily the good thing, but I suppose kind of the good bonus thing is that it's Annihilation. The film is an adaptation of Annihilation, the book, the first in the trilogy, but it's not like a direct one-to-one close adaptation. My understanding was that Alex Garland, like, read the book, half forgot about the book, and then just like wrote up the screenplay based on what he could remember and the vibes that he felt. And so in a way that actually probably kind of fits the work quite well. It's an adaptation, but it diverges from the text and does its own thing. So essentially you can watch the film and then go and read the book and be like, oh, I'm getting a different thing, rather than like there's a good way to adapt something. Yeah, like I'm not sure what Vandermeer's feelings are about the adaptation. I get the feeling that he's a little bit like, well, not really the story that I wrote, and that's fair. But yeah, my opinion on adaptations is it doesn't have to touch the original text. Frankly, it's like, you know, if you make a bad film adaptation of a book, if you make a bad film or TV series adaptation of a video game that you enjoy, it's fine. You can still go read the book or play the video game or do whatever. You'll live. And so, yeah, I don't mind. but yeah, it's certainly as a film, as its own thing, very good and very enjoyable. So yeah, and the books are also very good. So yes, and I've read the first one, and I need to go and read the next ones. But now I'm being attacked by burps, but I can't excuse myself because Lucy's here. So Lucy's not here, so yeah. Hey chat, what books did you get for Christmas? Or, if we want, I could talk about other books that I have on my desk. How about that? Would you like to see what other books I have on my desk? One of which I have been reading. One of your books that you have is about a giant bear that flies and sheds mushroom on people, and one of those mushrooms gains consciousness of Andamir's mind. Yeah, I've not fully looked into the other books that he has written, but I feel like there are some other ones there that I'm trying to remember. There's I forget which other one. I know there's at least one other one that I thought, oh, Lucy would probably also like reading that because it's more Jeff Vandermeer weirdness.
Yay!
But yes, I forget which one. So yeah, Llama saying one of his books.
That looks great. Giant bear that flies and sheds mushrooms on people. Sure.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
Let's do it.
You didn't get any for Christmas, but you did start a 500+ page book from the library on Saturday, and you're already like 2/3 through.
Nice.
Hey, you're the same, but not from the library.
Oh yeah.
I've been.
I got myself this a couple of months back to fill my collection
For a
of I think the same editions. What?
Because I've seen that book, I know it, because I was there. But because as you were moving it around, my brain passed the title as the Canterbury Tales. I was like, yes. Nope, that's not.
It's a century of thrillers, and it's got a fancy thing on it.
Yeah.
And it's old.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it by Jason Parkin, author of John Dies at the End and other such things. It's different to his other work in that it feels a lot more like it's set like modern day, present day, in this real world rather than like weird horror world or the near future where like larger than life things happen, even though it is kind of about, well, that's the thing, it's sort of about a slightly larger than life event, but not really, because frankly everything that happens in it you can kind of look at and go, yeah, that's pretty much how the world would actually react if two like largely unknown strangers were transporting a weird box that the internet thought contained some kind of weapon of mass destruction across America. People would absolutely lose their minds and turn them into internet celebrities and dig through their lives and make up all sorts of conspiracy theories about them, because it's what we do. But it's fascinating because there's a lot of times in this that the way I describe it is I feel like it's not the character speaking, it's the author himself talking directly to you, the reader, where like every different character will just like suddenly launch into quoting like facts and statistics about the state of the world or things that have happened, and sometimes it is someone who would be in a position to know that, like a former like FBI agent who specialized in like counterterrorism and like social structures on the internet and stuff, talking like dropping a whole bunch of facts about the Unabomber and things like that. It's like, sure, okay, that tracks. Other times it is just someone will just like quote stuff that I have seen from Pargin himself, like where he's like dropped some interesting facts on TikTok or something, and it's just literally almost like verbatim reciting the information that he's clearly come across and gone, oh, this is really interesting about the world. I'm going to share that with people, and people are going to watch it, and just like putting that into the book. And this isn't like a criticism of the book. because I feel like that's a perfectly fine thing to do, and almost what it reminds me of is the whole guy who hasn't read Moby Dick, but the whole thing about, Moby Dick will just stop and give you a whole bunch of facts about fishing and whaling because it was a way to educate people and impart that knowledge to people who weren't going to access it any other way. Or 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, going into like endless pages about fish facts and the science of underwater exploration, and just kind of doing that as like here is some information, here is some actually useful information. Don't worry that it's coming from someone who probably wouldn't actually have this sequence of detailed facts to give you at this point in the conversation. But it's good. I'm liking it. Like the story itself feels like a vehicle for him to just actually talk about the state of the world, both positive and negative, in what feels to me a fairly balanced, rounded kind of way. And so I'm enjoying it. And I'm under 100 pages from the end? Yeah, I think.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, Llama, you bought yourself the entire Skullduggery Pleasant books. Yes! I have not read those in years. I think you would like. They're young adult technically, but they are very funny and very witty. Basically, undead private detective, pretty much.
All right.
With a healthy dose of like magic and sass involved. But yeah, basically, it's almost it's basically death as a detective. It's just a skeleton, and he is a private detective or private investigator, whatever he is. But
can he not just be like, who killed you? Oh, right. That, like...
I can't remember how it works, but yeah. You read them years ago as ebooks, wanted to reread them physically. It's hilarious. Yeah, nice. I remember Diana had probably still has, frankly, at least, like, maybe not the entire collection, but a lot of them. And I remember us, like, she sharing them with me when we were at school together. Just like, this is great. Yeah, thank you for introducing these to me. These are fantastic. Yeah, they were great.
Nice.
So nice. Good job, everybody. And yes, Arian Pratchett. Woohoo! We completed a Pratchett jigsaw over Christmas.
Yeah, I was in the room.
A day.
Yeah.
You did things. You put pieces in.
1,000-piece Pratchett jigsaw.
Yeah, which was surprisingly easy because it was just pictures of everybody's faces. It was just like everybody in a big group photo.
But yeah, exactly. Amherst, what image? Yeah, it's just like a big school photo of all the characters.
Hang on, I'll get it. Oh, I'll punch the mic.
Meanwhile, the last book on my desk is Watchmen, because I don't remember what it was that made me just at some point before Christmas, all of a sudden I was like, I've not read Watchmen in years. I want to reread it, and I nearly just went online and bought a second copy, knowing full well that I had one but didn't know where it was. And I thought, well, I'm just going to go dig through some boxes, I guess, and managed to dig up my copy of Watchmen. So I will be rereading that at some point.
And yeah, that is the image.
Yeah.
It's an excellent one. My favorite being just how happy Two Flower looks. I know he's just generally happy anyway, but look at his little face. He's such a happy boy.
And
yes, hello, Lady Mephistopheles, and thank you very much for the resub. Pretty puzzle, yeah. Good puzzle. The fun thing was going through and just trying to work out who everybody was.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't finished Discworld yet, so there's going to be a lot of characters in there that I still don't know. But it was surprising the number of times it's just like, who's smoking a pipe? And Sam going, who do you think's smoking a pipe? Oh, it's Nanny Og. It's Nanny Og again. Nanny Og. It's just, apparently Nanny Og is just everywhere. So yes, and yes, I have finished Hogfather. I finished it before Christmas, and it was marvelous. I loved it very much. It was excellent.
Thank you, Lady Mephistopheles, for the resub.
Yeah, I already said that.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh. Thank you again.
Thank you from both of us.
From me.
Yes. Oh dear. I'm getting tangled up in wires. No. But yeah, was that all the books?
Well, no, I just clicked. Okay, there we go. We're back.
No, don't click. Don't do that.
Well, I guess it's not really a book. But I did also get from your mum some knitting instructions. I'll show the wool in a second. Yeah,
Lots
look,
of
I can understand this. I know what this all
what any of
means.
it means.
Neither do I.
I know.
Other than
But this, for once, this is something that you can do that I don't understand anything about.
and this.
This most enormous ball of wool.
Yeah, it's so much with the intent being that it's just a lot of wool for me to practice with, so I can just kind of go ham.
Yeah. Sam will be the coziest man in England. He absolutely will be.
Let's see how it goes first.
Make a very, 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 very long scarf. Yeah.
It is
a
good
nice colour. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a good colour.
I approve. Yeah. It is a colour that I would wear.
Yeah.
So, I can knit myself a coat with that, right?
Knit yourself a cardigan.
Not a coat.
Well, is if you make it long enough.
Yeah, true.
Make yourself like a big, long, sweepy cardigan with a cool collar.
Yeah, I can do that.
Long cardigan. That would be great.
If it counts as a book, you got a book for Christmas, bead loom pattern, hell yeah, Lynn, let's go.
Full body scarf.
Yeah.
That was cool.
See, Arian's simple reaction there of a coat. That
no, Arian. Arian, no.
Have I just accidentally given you an idea for a thing that you are now going to try to
virtually snapping Arian's wrist?
Don't. Nope. You don't have to do this.
You got a loom Saturday and it broke today. No.
Oh,
that sucks.
That's sad. Joey hasn't. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go on.
I was going to say Joey hasn't touched the. No, he's not, because it doesn't have any like dangling threads or anything.
Don't jinx it.
No, he's kind of fine with that. No, what he did was it was on stream 2 days ago. Got his claw like thoroughly stuck in this, which is like brand new. And like it got it twisted round, so he's like, again, he's a cat. His solution is just, it's stuck, pull, and just keep pulling and get really angry at everything. And so I'm trying to unhook him live on stream as he's just pulling threads further and further out, and it's like, oh no, this is bad. I'm unhappy.
Yeah, classic cat indeed. Fourth Doctor scarf is like 3 meters long. You've been trying to finish it for a couple of years. Damn. Wow, I didn't realize it was that long. Also, yes, Parola, discussion on Discord ages ago that made you think of the Eater of Socks. You didn't want to mention it because of spoilers. Yeah, the Eater of Socks is on this jigsaw too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. That little elephant thing there.
Oh,
camera. I think that's meant to be the Eater of Socks.
Right.
Which I like.
Anyway, did he get mad that I touched his paw and trying to help him? Incandescent. Yes. Yes. Why are you making this worse? I'm not. I'm trying to help you. You're making it worse. Please don't.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was all the books we got over Christmas.
Yeah.
We have too many books.
I don't know about that.
I mean, you need another bookshelf.
Well, yeah, that is true. No, what I need to do first of all is clear a space for a bookshelf to go.
Yes.
And then
put a bookshelf in.
Find a bookshelf that makes. Yeah, find a bookshelf that makes like appropriate use of the space for it.
Yes.
And then put bookshelf there.
Yeah.
I've got. I need to clear out some more room in here.
Yeah. A bookshelf out of books. Yeah, but then what if you want one of the books that are in the bookshelf bit?
Oh, you use like crap books. This is my Twilight bookshelf. We just lacquer them all with
Just
glue
loads of
so that they're
Twilight, 50
rigid.
Shades of Grey and stuff.
Yeah,
and just like,
exactly. Just
yeah.
varnished with PVA glue to a sheen,
Mm.
and then that's what you maybe actual varnish on top of that so that the books don't stick. But then yeah,
Great.
this is my bookshelf.
Literally.
Mm.
Nice. I mean, we have discussed, like, down the line, some kind of actual set.
Yeah.
Chilliteracy with, just loads of piles of books everywhere and bookshelves and some kind of cozy chair.
This has been the dream for many a year.
Almost like 3 years.
To be honest, I forget. Yeah, I forget how the time works, but no, literally, like before we'd like codified this into what this stream was and would become, I'd still wanted to do something like that, like before then.
Yeah.
So yeah.
2 comfy chairs, a plant, and a standing lamp. Yeah, well, and the space.
That's that. I think that's
space is the problem.
Is that not almost between 2 ferns? Is that not the whole Galifianakis interview setup? I mean, you say
you need 2 plants.
Yes, that is true. You do say a plant rather than 2 plants, so half the budget. But like,
also, both Sam and I would absolutely kill a plant.
Yeah, I hate them.
I have inherited my mum's ineptitude at the indoor plants, not outdoor plants. She's very good at those. And I don't know if you've ever had to keep a plant alive.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I have frequently been bought plants by my mum over the years, and I didn't know you could kill a plant by overwatering it. Yeah. And not even like excessively overwatering it. Just, this plant's too dry, you need to water it. Okay, I do.
Okay.
It dies.
Yeah.
Great. That's, good.
Overwatering is the much more common problem. Yeah. Yeah, I know plenty of people who've done that, including my mum, who is a gardener.
Yeah.
Like an actual gardener. Although amusingly did receive from my brother? I think it was from my brother, a book saying how not to kill houseplants for Christmas. And then she immediately opens it to a page of a plant that she has in the house going, oh, I didn't know that. And it's like, it's like, I don't need this. Immediately finds out something about the plant that she has inside that she didn't know. It's like, I think you did.
But Lama, your sister's been keeping a bird of paradise plant on the brink of death for literally over 10 years. It bloomed for the first time ever last year. Is your sister John Doe from the film Seven? Because that's...
Wow.
Like, I don't know. Same MO.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, if we want to, like, really, like, expand out and branch out, which brings us on to, like, a future topic, a topic that we were also going to discuss for the stream. Okay, here's my suggestion for a podcast, right? So what we do is, like, you or me and a guest, we have, like, a table in the middle between us. Go with me on this one.
Continue with the bits.
On the table, there are books. And the books are covered in hot sauce.
There we go.
Of differing spices.
Yeah.
And you're I'm just gonna. That there we go. Suddenly you've licked your finger to turn a page. You've hot sauce.
Oh boy. The book ones.
Book ones, maybe book ones. I don't know. I feel like maybe we could workshop it a little bit. Maybe book ones.
I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry that you had to hear that.
Hot books. I don't know.
No, not that. Definitely not that.
But think
We'll
of
have
the
book talk. We'll have book talk on our heels for that. We do
think
not
of the
want that.
confused clicks we could get from that. That
Oh God.
numbers through the roof.
Well, for that, surely for hot books, all you do is just like heat the books up in a microwave.
Or you could, yeah, we could do that.
So good.
We're starting with Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah, excellent. Sauce. That could be actually quite funny. Like, find books that have got some kind of fire in the title, or like some kind of heat-related something or other. And just that's hot books.
Yep.
Hot saucy books. Arian, please stop. Cease and desist.
I mean, here's just a free joke idea for chat. The React content isn't quite the hot seller that it used to be, but the one that I've always wanted to do was just like, you know, hi, what's up? My name's Sam, and today I'm going to be reacting to War and Peace. Let's go. And just do that and then just get to the end and just go,
It's good.
yeah,
Liked it.
that's it. That's that's right.
Great. But anyway, for actual serious ideas,
What do you want to see on the show?
Yeah, well,
Because otherwise, I'll do that.
yeah, no, he won't. No, he won't. You will not. You will not sully books with hot sauce. That ain't happening.
Book Week 2025. Sam does a live react to.
Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, which amusingly was a charades prompt.
Hey, oh no,
Christmas.
we shouldn't have said what it was. We should have seen if chat could guess it.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I didn't think Hey chat, do you want to see what I did? Do you want to see the entirety of my charades clue? I've got to take my headphones off for this. 1 second.
Yes, of course.
It's great. It's a good bit. It's a very good bit.
I mean, I did get it.
There we go. There's some space.
Yeah. Reacting to Dan Brown, but the camera gradually desaturates and goes high contrast. Nice. Book. Big book. Count of Monte Cristo. Yay. That's literally what it was.
End scene.
That was
literally
that was exactly how it went. Yeah. And it was just like the rest of my family, like, oh, damn.
Because I think it's your dad gave it to me, and I think he was like, oh, he's gonna have fun with this one. It's just a book. Big book.
Big book.
Oh no! I probably just for like 5 words. Could you like?
Oh yeah, it was 5
Count
words.
Of the Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
Didn't even tell you what. No, like or like 1, 2, 3. None of that.
Yeah.
Just no.
I mean, to be fair, 5 words in a title. There aren't that many books with that long titles anyway. So it's like, yeah, all right. Yeah, but that's. Those books are all silly. But yes, that was quite funny. Also, your Home Alone one, which is just you going.
Yeah.
Got it immediately.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh, we thought that was going to be difficult. It's like, no. That was quite good.
Oh, and the other one. I guess we're just replaying charades now.
Apparently so.
Which.
What the one my mum had?
No. The other one that I did. Which was okay. Well, let's replay it. Okay.
4 words. Film. Oh yeah. Yeah. I wonder if chat will get this.
That was it.
Well, yeah. You did it with you sort of ran away a little bit.
There was a little bit more. Yeah, I'm in a slightly more confined space.
It's
4 words.
Yeah. 4 words. Film. I think it's a book as well, isn't it?
Probably a book. I would guess, but I'm not. There you
There we
go.
go. Parola's got it. It was the first one. Was leave. Go. Oh, it's gone. Gone with the wind. Yeah, gotcha. So turns out, even though Sam professed to not liking charades, he's very good at charades.
When it's something I can do quickly.
Well, I think that's the thing. You think outside the box with them.
It
is definitely a book. Yeah, I thought so.
Nice.
Went to see Hades down to your friend with no context and a friendly media understood me and Hosier. I wouldn't have got that.
Nope.
But nice. But yes. Anyway, chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. We would like to do some new stuff this year.
Yeah.
One of the things we were thinking of, actually, because it's pertinent to today, we're not going to do a talking over the games today. This is just going to be a podcast chatty thing for however long we have words. Might go on forever. But
I'm out.
Rubbish. You out of words.
Pressure on me now.
Oh, sorry. All talk, no games. But yeah, we were thinking of just doing those two things as separate streams. So basically doing a talking over the game stream. So it's a bit longer, so we have a little bit longer to actually play said games, so we don't spend like 3 years on one game. And play charades. That's a game. That's true. And yeah, just doing this as a podcast type thing. So yeah, that was one idea. But yeah, like we were gonna open it to you, chat. Like, what are there any things that you would like us to do more of, do less of? Any like things that we don't do that you would like us to do? Yeah. Like, I've just had the idea now. I was like, we could always do some kind of, I don't know, annual stream of us doing a jigsaw and chatting. Some kind of literary jigsaw, because we know Waterstones has many literary jigsaws.
This is just an excuse to buy more jigsaws.
No, it's definitely not an excuse to buy more jigsaws.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Right.
But is Movie Watch Long going to continue to be a semi-regular thing? I think we'd like it to.
Yeah, I think so. I'm
Yeah.
I'm
We're
happy
trying
to
find
keep
more
it.
like classic films and things.
Yeah, that for me, that's the appeal, and like watching. Must Get Out. Watching like older films. I've found a real joy in.
Yes.
Frankly, watching films what they don't make them like anymore.
Yes.
But then I don't know. I guess maybe we could also factor in the oeuvre of Robert Eggers, who is seemingly enjoying going back and recreating those, or paying homage to those older styles. By which I mean, we should watch Nosferatu at some point.
Yeah, maybe not on stream.
No.
Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy's seen it. Okay.
Yeah, you go. You can't.
Yeah.
It's the new air fryer. It's like, oh, Nosferatu, you should go see that. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
No, I've heard many good things about it. But yeah, like, I've enjoyed going back and watching older films.
Yes.
And they don't have to be like 1940s black and white things. They could be, there's stuff in the 50s and 60s, and and they don't have to be horror films. Frankly, they can be other things too.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure like what criteria, because I feel like it's good to have rules. It's good to have criteria by which you select. Okay, this film, but not that one, because otherwise it's just the same as any other film night, and you end up just watching whatever the hell. And yeah, it'd be good to have some stuff that you go, oh yeah, no, that fits the vibe. But yeah, I'm happy to keep it as like a fairly like informal, unstructured thing of like, oh okay, got another one for you. Let's schedule it, and like with some more advanced notice to you, so you can actually plan. Like if it's not going to be like this day every month or this day every other month, then at least give you some notice in advance when it's happening.
Yeah.
Don't get you started on old black and white horror movies. You'll never stop. Hey, if you've got any recommendations, this
Yeah,
isn't a joke. This isn't a bit. If you have any
I tell you what,
recommendations, I will take them.
We should make a new channel in the Discord.
Yeah. Oh, well, I wanted to do another one that was like, again, talking about like criteria and structure and stuff. I wanted to have one for actually posting photos, but not just like, here's some snaps that I took, because you can get that anywhere. But this is specifically inspired by where we went for a walk over Christmas. And I took a bunch of really like foggy sea vibes pictures. And like, ooh, we don't actually have someone on the Discord to post these. We should do that, but like specifically, something a bit more like themed rather than just like post whatever's off your phone. Because again, there's most people here are in like at least 2 other communities. Chill atmospheres to read to. Yeah, exactly. That sort of thing.
Yep.
Vibes
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of the same stuff. I don't want you to feel like, oh, I've got to post this on there and on August Johns and on Dave and anywhere else that I might be missing. So, yeah. Yes, go on. You at the front.
Yeah. Why don't we do it so it's like an images thing, but you'd like a bit like a cheese and wine pairing. You have an image and you pair it with a book.
Ooh.
Or a story or something.
A book
like
or a music? Can it be a music? I could probably have
or a music.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Actually, that's a fun idea.
Yeah.
If we do some kind of channel as like if there is a particular, and people like if you have an image that you're like this goes with something, I don't know what, post it in the channel. Other people go, oh, this works with this and this works with this maybe. Or if you have an idea of a pairing yourself musically or literarily, then put it in there, because I feel like that, because we'd like it, I think, to be
the vibes gallery.
That's pretty good, but I think we'd like it to be more of a
Amorous.
What's amorous? Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, I mean, yes, Hosier does pair with a lot of things, but yeah, I think also it would be really nice to sort of have a space that people can go to just get inspired, especially for writing and stuff, and that would be great. Like just a big old catalogue of like images, music, ideas of what works with what, and I think that could be quite a nice
all right.
Yeah, that's cool. The vibes gallery, like that.
All right.
Also, I will shout this out because I got this for Christmas.
Nice.
Look at out, and my finger's trapped in it. Great, good job, Lucy. That good old Diana got me/us, and it's great because we have a dedicated notebook that we can write things down in now, which is fab. But yeah, it's a nice notebook. So yeah, that'd be cool. All right.
Okay. So we'll do that. We'll do like film.
Yeah, film recommendations, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So if we were to split Chilliteratea and talking over the games, we'd probably do. Well, it would be nice to try and fit in 2 a month. So like one talking over the games and one Chilliteratea. Obviously, most of the time, it depends on my schedule, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the time my schedule tends to be like busier towards the end of weeks, but we shall see. More streams is more better, yeah. Like I think we'll probably stick to the regular schedule we have with Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Yeah.
Currently, just because those do actually involve a fair amount of preparation, especially if whoever's reading short stories.
Yeah.
And we don't want to. Me certainly, I don't want to hurt my voice because if I'm reading on a
professional
Wednesday,
voice haver.
Yeah. Yeah. I have choir related things. So yeah, I think that's fine if we stick to that. But yeah.
I was just wondering for myself, like whether there is anything in that schedule that people feel like could. I mean, it's just pure. Yeah, what could work, could change, or what? Sorry, I'm just bonking the desk with my knees. because yeah, like I feel like there's not like I don't feel like there was a lot of room for us to adjust or tweak that really, because I feel like what we have works best for us and suits our schedules in terms of like the logic of having one person reading something longer form while the other reads short things. The idea behind that simply being to create a regular entry point. So if someone finds out about the stream but it's like, oh, I don't really want to come in the middle of, on chapter 30 of a long story that's being read, so I guess I'll wait until that finishes. That's not very good. So having an upcoming short story stream always gives someone a way to sort of come in early, or come in when they find out about us. So yeah, well, I guess actually, yeah, Erin, mostly live in VOD because they're quite late, but you're okay with that. Yeah, is there anything we could be doing with the VODs, I guess, to...
Yeah, anyway, the VODs could be more, accessible.
Because, like, I'll be honest, I've almost deliberately tried to keep that as minimal work as possible, because I feel like if there's more work and more steps, there's a greater chance I'll put it off or forget to do it. So it's where, like, pretty much what happens is when the stream ends, I'm just telling myself, right, set it as a highlight, upload it to YouTube, get the bits done, and basically get it up that night, because otherwise I'll forget about it and we end up with a huge backlog like we did at the start of the channel.
Yeah.
I think they're fine. Okay, fair enough. I mean, again, this isn't like a... hey, you solve our problems for us. It's because, there are problems to solve. But comments you did have, you already told me. I'm trying to remember what those were. But yes, you will have done that. Because Arian's actually diligent and does things. But yeah, as long as the VODs are... Yeah, as long as the VODs are kind of doing what you need, and like... I feel like the only other things I could do would be like better chaptering, like actually skimming through the video and finding, like, if it's a story with multiple chapters, finding like chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4 and putting markers to that. But then that feels like the sort of thing that's going to start consuming a lot more time for minimal benefit. I don't know.
Yeah. You quite like that they're the full thing, including comments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, is like you don't want people to feel like they're missing out because they haven't been able to watch the stream. And yeah, if you're showing everything, then it feels less like that. Yeah, which, to be honest, I like, because that means it's even easier for me to do. Yeah, well, so initially I was like cutting out all the talking, so you just got the story as read. When you watch a VOD, you usually start from the beginning, and if you need to stop and come back, you usually change the spot anyway. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty good about keeping track of that. So, yeah, so this is just, like, I guess an open and ongoing, if anyone has any things you thought, oh, this is nice, but I'd like it if they did that. Can't guarantee we'll be able to do it, but, we're open to thoughts. We have playlists of various different types of stories, don't we, on YouTube?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
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 Which I tried to keep in order. We need to actually do some new, like, recommendations and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I started that and I forgot about that. Yeah.
I'd like to, something that I'd like us to do, and we've probably mentioned before, and Sam keeps on saying, I need to do this, is doing something different with the background on our actual, reading streams. I mean, again, what we'd love to do down the line when we have, a space for it and stuff, is, I reckon, some kind of like actual physical cozy armchair setup type thing. Not necessarily that we'd be reading live with our faces, because we still think, well, I think that takes away from the actual reading, and also Sam's saying, like, you just kind of feel self-conscious.
I have a much I have a much easier time performing in any way into the microphone if I know that I'm not being watched. I can I can feel a lot less self-conscious and can just like animate and emote and do stuff that I feel helps me actually read it better than if I've got a microphone on me showing my face and then I'm conscious of every single action that I'm making and face that I'm pulling whilst reading and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like down the line, it would be nice, yeah, to just have like cozy reading corner, like filmed on maybe a loop or something like that. Just actually have a physical thing there rather than a crappy little
It'd
animation.
be fun to do like like a folk story evening would be fun to do something like that. I mean, dress up a little bit, get into the corner, be like, all right, folks. Now tonight, you get play the character. I'm going to be your folk storyteller tonight. That would be fun. I could get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
you think
no,
it'd be awkward to watch somebody reading aloud? I agree. Yeah.
Mm.
Like one of the things I'd love to do at some point, again, I feel like we'd need more gear for it, is some kind of actual like fireside/campfire reading session where we like set up like a couple of cameras or something and sit around a fire either outside or like indoors, find a fire, find a building on fire and sit next to it. No. And yeah, actually, like as you say, do kind of like a folk story evening, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do. I think it could be quite cool to do some kind of like chat and us write a story together.
Yeah, I feel like some kind of writing might potentially be a fun way to do something. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Scary stories around the campfire. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
We were discussing, do we want like what's chat's thoughts about like guests on the podcast?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, in theory, great. But I was like, I'd kind of like someone else to come on and interview them, because I've never done or conducted an interview, and so I just feel like I'd be completely clueless and out of my depth before like having some kind of guest on to talk about stuff or read things. It's like I don't know what I would do in that environment. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, often those kinds of things are just like if you have like a list of questions, that will end up leading on to interesting conversations. If you frame it like a conversations with sort of thing, rather than an interview type thing.
Yeah.
We want to do more streams. I don't know if he's still in chat. He's probably not. We want to do more streams of Choose Your Own Adventure stuff with Dave, because that was a lot of fun.
Dave is playing Helldivers at the moment, so he might be listening, but he's probably busy.
Yeah. But yeah, that would be good, because I think it would be nice to do sort of more one-off streams.
Yeah.
More just like sporadic. We're going to do this at this time this week, when schedules allow.
Well, I'll do one where I actually do a stream where my task is to learn enough. I'm going to say Godot, because that's how I learned to pronounce the name, the game engine, to actually get the background made that I've been thinking of making since before we started doing the. Like, I'm pretty sure I had that idea before we even began with this, and then you're like, okay, well, I'll make. We'll do like a simple animated GIF and we'll use it for a bit on stream. Yeah, I know. Yes, exactly, Erin. Thanks. No, it would be a terrible idea. I won't do that. But I was like, would that actually get me to do something? Have we considered doing fighting fantasy books?
Wasn't the Gnomes 100 Dragon Zero? Wasn't that fighting fantasy?
It's not. It's similar concepts, but I mean the thing with that one, there's a very few ones like that are silly. Like you can get some like potentially funny, silly outcomes from fighting fantasy ones, but there's a small series that's like the Fairy Mound of Dragonkind. And
the Dragonlance ones, aren't they? Isn't that what they're called?
Something like that. Hang on, let's see. I'll just go and find the book. Where are you? It is in
Fairy Mound of Dragonkind. You heard that right.
Yes. Squirrel, you may know it because they've read it on Loading Ready Run, which is how we learned about it. Catacombs books, Dragonlance, Solo Quest. They're like TSR Games ones, I believe, and yeah. Yes, you do know it. Yes, that's what I thought.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, Squirrel watches LOL.
Oh yes, of
Yeah.
course.
And so yeah, that's the thing. There's like a couple which are actually very difficult to acquire the physical books of, which are quite silly, but also pretty good at not just killing the player. Like they seem more designed to keep you going, and like you're not necessarily going to win, but they don't just be like, oh, you ran out of life points, you die, or
Yeah.
oh, you fool, I asked you if you wanted to go left or go right, and you went right and you died. Go back to the start. There's fewer like just instant kill situations like that. It's more you get teleported somewhere and they keep you like looping and circling around and stuff and going through frankly bizarre scenarios. So
yes. Yeah, so it would be nice to do that. It would be nice to sort of keep Choose Your Own Adventure with Dave as kind of like its own category that we do whenever all of our schedules align.
Yeah.
There he is.
There he is.
Hi, Dave.
Dave,
Yes,
you dead at the moment, waiting for a respawn.
Yes, we definitely want to do more of that. We'll have to put some dates in the diary.
The Belopa one was a different one. I would need to... That's a good point. I had forgotten about that, actually.
Completed your mission successfully.
Well, congratulations.
Nice.
Great democracy. Yeah, the Belopa one was actually... It was a different one that they did on Desert Bus, and I forget.
Auspicious. Auspicious day.
So I would need to look that up.
Again. That was great.
It was very good.
It was very silly.
But yeah, like some more sort of one-off events like that would be good. You've talked about not on here, but on a different subject. But on like your own channels.
On my YouTube channel.
Yeah, doing the oft requested sort of classical music show. Yeah.
So I'm going to do that this year. I'm going to attempt to decide when I'm going to do it. I'd like to do it. Dutathon. God, no one wants that, Dave.
And this is my son, Dutathon.
Yes. Just basically put a camera up in the room where I practice and just go, have fun.
Yeah, no microphone, just a camera.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not sure people would like. I'm not sure people would enjoy the stuff I practice. Also, there's very little internet in the room in which I practice, so it's kind of hard to do. Anyway, and I don't practice up here because this is not a room for practice. Practice has to happen elsewhere so my brain can get into practice gear. But yeah, basically, I want to do as regularly as I can. I'm thinking like probably the most regular I will do it will be once a month. Basically, I make up a playlist around a theme that is largely classical. Some other bits and bobs might sneak in there, who knows. And basically just be your radio host for like, I don't know, a couple of hours or something. I will stream it on my YouTube channel. And yeah, just listen to some stuff, talk about some music, ask anybody's questions, give my thoughts on DJ Lucy. No, Sam's the DJ.
Not yet.
I am the person who, because basically we were in the car for like 2 hours fairly recently, and Sam has, may I just say, without my influence, you like Radio 3 now.
Yeah. I mean, never had a problem with Radio 3. But...
No, I know. But, like, you've actually... literacy. Amorous, get out. Awful.
No.
Awful.
No, let him cook.
No, don't do that. You told him to get out earlier.
I did, but... welcome back. The door's open. Come on in.
Books and unts. It's almost there.
I could probably put together an ambient playlist. Just...
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's like,
chill and vibe in the background.
That feels like a cool idea as well. More Janacek. Oh, there'll be Janacek on there, yeah. I do like some Janacek. We're doing a piece by him in my choir concert, actually, in a couple of months. Yeah. I found a nice arrangement. Shouldn't have installed the revolving door. No, that was a mistake. But yeah, a revolting door. Yeah, but no, we were getting in the car, and Sam just went, "Oh, we can put the radio on." So we did, and basically just like talked through.
I got a lesson.
We were listening to.
I got a classical music lesson in Baroque and classical and Romantic periods. And I pretty much correctly identified the periods of every piece that they were playing. From when you'd explained the differences to me, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to listen for it. And it largely came down to vibes. Like, this sounds like it would be played by a small group of minstrels to a king's court. Is it Baroque? Yes. Got there. I don't like this. Is it romantic? Yes. All right, let's go.
Yeah, it turns out Sam doesn't like romantic music.
It's not for me.
Sam has not an ounce of romance in his body.
No. We discussed this at the start of the stream, and I'm still the same person.
You should not admit it. You did not get the Nutcracker right during a pub quiz. Arian. Shame on you. Oh, but the melodrama. Exactly, Andy. I mean, like, they all wrote symphonies about death. It's fun. It's like, they were all obsessed with it. And they had silly names, and they were all secretly gay.
Give me that harpsichord. That's what I'm about.
Yeah, you like harpsichord. You're a psychopath.
I
can only listen to harpsichord for a certain amount of time before my ears start ringing.
I like to listen to what the computer sounds like, and the harpsichord is like what an old computer sounds like. So
fair enough. Fair enough.
It's
2 Teens of the 4 Seasons. Oh wow.
It's just singing
like
metal.
Vivaldi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Romantic music is for indulging your inner emo kid, and it's the best. Yes, I agree. Yeah. There are some that are a little too overindulgent for my liking, but yeah, romantic music's great. But I must say, I'm a big Baroque fan as well. I sort of have to be as a trumpet player because the trumpet repertoire is Renaissance and Baroque. Awesome stuff. Classical, romantic, the 20th century. It's like there's nothing in the middle. And then it's just like, oh yeah, the trumpet exists. Let's write some stuff for it. Chopin. You like Chopin.
True.
Romantic. As long as no one starts playing Wagner, you're cool. Yeah, I agree.
20th century, that's why, yeah.
Yeah. I got that. Yeah. But yeah, Chopin's romantic. You like Chopin.
Okay. Yeah.
You didn't like Ravel. We discovered you didn't like Ravel. Sam's anti-French.
That's not true.
No, actually, no, that's not true. You like the Rameau because it was Baroque.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically, like, I like Ravel too. Yeah, I'd like to do something along the lines of that, and might possibly do a little crossover in that I might, as well as what I'm planning on doing is doing like a he's off. Doing like a monthly stream on a certain theme, and possibly like opening it up to chat/followers, to like maybe for there to be one piece on there or a couple of pieces on there that are suggested. Yeah, very good. That are suggested by you. So not you, but you. Yeah, I think that could be quite cool.
Andy Pants.
So yeah.
Have you played Fez? Oh wait, no, that's not Raindrop. No, that's.
I don't think it's Raindrop.
No, it's not. It isn't the Chopin. Yeah, that's true.
Might be. I don't think it's a prelude. I think it might be a nocturne.
Yes, yeah, it is. Maybe. Yeah, no.
Fez is good game.
But still, yeah, if you're playing video games, Fez, highly recommend.
Excellent puzzle game.
Yeah. No, that's it. Raindrop was what they used. Sorry. Oh, this is my. Yeah, no, this is where I'm at my most guy who's got all his pop culture knowledge from Simpsons, except it's not Simpsons. Yeah. It's video games, and in this case, Raindrop was what they used for an advert for Halo 3. So
Oh,
that
he's gone. What?
that. I have never felt so like judged completely.
No, that wasn't. No, that wasn't a judge. That was more of a. I'm always very interested at the intersection of popular culture and classical music,
Yeah.
because everybody was always like, oh, classical music's too stuffy. It's just like,
Yeah. It was indeed.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, it was indeed the one with the diorama. I'm going to try not to play this on stream, but
Oh, it's Chopin. He's dead.
yeah, but the performance won't be.
But yeah.
So cheesy. So yeah, there you go. You got one note of it, chat, and that's I'll stick the link in chat if anyone would like to.
Put it, or Discord. You can put it in Discord.
I can put it in. Well, it's there, and I'll. Yes, Believe was the title of the ad. It's yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that is a plan that I have that I shall enact.
Yeah.
That's not chilliteracy, but I am assuming that there are people here who would be interested in that, hence why I mention it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And I see, and I like what everybody's doing over on Discord as like everybody's starting a book together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, not our idea at all, but good job, everybody.
Yeah, no, happy for
you all came up with. Oh hey.
Chat.
The expectation of him, chat will not be able to see him, but he's just coming in and just like.
He's looking at my hand, where my hand is.
He really is. He's like, do I get that anywhere near me?
Yo, can I
have some fuss?
You doing anything with that? Hang on, just don't know I'll be able to get this.
Oh,
round.
he's beautifully lit. Look at him. He's majestic. Such a majestic boy.
No, that his ears are just poking into shot. Hang on a second, chat.
He's like, what are you doing? Why, hello, pretty handsome boy. Who's a very fluffy cat? He's a very fluffy cat.
Going to hit me.
No, he's not. He's gonna rub his face. There he is. I love how he just flattens his ears. It's like, I wish to receive fuss. Oh dear. Now we won't be able to talk about anything and chat listen because Cat is on screen.
Yeah.
He is an excellent cat. He is very fluffy. Joey.
Can't hear you.
Face rubs, I know. I'm just so used to saying it.
Yeah.
Big face rubs. Yeah. Rub that face.
Get into it. Ready. Hi. Yeah.
Best boy.
Do the full bit. Do the full routine.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Oh dear. Llama, nice, your own cat. Excellent. 3.
Hello, Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
You trying to
He is
go
indeed
on
a sweet, fussy boy.
Now I have to...
Apart from when he makes a beeline for my head. But yes. Yeah, I did. It amused me that everybody decided on Aragon because, my goodness me. That is a blast from my teenagehood. Yeah. And reading it back, like, you can tell a 16-year-old wrote it.
They're all enjoying it. Don't put it on blast.
No. I enjoyed it when I read it when I was a teenager. And then, like, was intrigued to kind of read it back and see what it was actually like. And reading it back, it's just like, oh, it's an Epic Baby book all the time. It's just like, it is just fantasy trope after fantasy trope, but it is kind of great in that it is just, again, it feels like sort of book junk food, and yeah. You read 3 Aragons, you don't remember it. You liked it though. Even remember enjoying the movie. Oh, the movie was a dumpster fire. The movie was a mess. Nobody took that movie seriously, including the actors who were in it. And it was kind of incredible. Like, it is one of those movies that I would love to watch again because it was just bad, in my opinion. But bad in a kind of slightly campy way. So it was just like, oh, these actors are just phoning it in and they are having the best time. This is great. Like,
Nice.
Robert Carlyle in it is just having the best time. John Malkovich is in it, also having the best time. I can't remember any other people in it.
2 things. Firstly,
John Malkovich that chewed all the scenery for Arrogant. Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing, Arian. Yeah, it's just like after saying like, okay,
Movie night.
old
That's tempting.
films, but I guess maybe movie night. Also, Sil, hey, welcome. It's been a minute. How are you doing?
Sil,
I hope you're
hi.
keeping well. I saw you sneak in there. Didn't want that to get.
Didn't
want that to go by. Was Jeremy Irons in it? I know he did like a D&D.
Yes, Jeremy Irons. Yes, Jeremy Irons was also in it. Yeah. It's actually a surprisingly good cast.
Well,
and
no,
yet,
it's like
and yet.
Jeremy, I will not say no to a bad idea. Irons,
No.
like the Dungeons and Dragons movie, the old one. I shouldn't call it the old one because, you know, I remember it being made, and surely old is before my time. No, during my time. Like 20 some years ago, they made a D&D movie that I'm sure had Jeremy Irons in it. Same year as Fellowship. Yeah, that scans. So yeah, Jeremy Irons will just do a film.
Yeah.
And you know, put his entire self into it.
Yeah, Jeremy Irons. Oh yeah, Ed Spielers, who was the like unknown that they got for Aragon, who, God bless him, could not act. Sienna Guillory.
Oh,
I've never seen her in anything else.
Yeah.
She was the elf. John Malkovich, Robert Carlyle, Garrett Hedlund, and Rachel Weisz was in it. I don't remember that.
Wow.
Oh, she was the voice of Saphira. That's why I don't remember that. Oh yeah, and Jimon Honsu. That's probably not how you pronounce his name. Alan Armstrong was in it. God. That's insanity. Like, again, it was actually a fairly good cast. It was.
I was going to say, instead it was Narnia was the one that managed to get some legs for a little bit. Because we have to have the big battle scene where they both rush at each other and put that in the trailer.
Yeah.
Narnia.
Yeah. Oh, that was the era when they were chasing the next Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. So they were throwing insane money at all the young adult fantasy boat. Yeah, that's true. I'm glad you're doing pretty well, Sil.
Yeah.
First day back at work after the holidays, tons of new colleagues. You're exhausted. Well, I hope exhausted in a good way.
Yeah, I hope that's working out for you. That's really cool.
Yeah. Tolkien influence is very obvious in Aragon. Also Star Wars influence. Like, if you actually, like, you can pretty much map every single character onto a character in Star Wars. And also Tolkien, Lord of the Rings. It is very, very tropey, but also quite fun. It's sort of tropey for a reason. But again, like, you compare that with, for example, the Chronicles of Ancient Darkness. Wrong thing. Dark Materials. Like, that is ostensibly a young adult series. A lot more serious. A lot more, like, it just, yeah. Like, I will stand by that is one of the best book series in terms of, like, fantasy, I would say.
I've read
of
none
all
of
time.
them.
They're really good. They're very
no,
well written.
I know they're well regarded.
His Dark Materials, yeah, it's great. And the thing that I love about them, obviously, is like when you write a novel that's a young adult novel, people will want to come back to things. That's the thing. It's like, that's why a lot of people want to go back to things like Aragon, which again, Aragon, definitely not Aragon. But yeah, just like,
it's also one letter up from Dragon.
Oh, it actually is. You're right. Oh god, that's probably another reason.
Hello.
Yeah, but his Dark Materials is like, yeah, oh, look at him. He's having the best time. But yeah, young adult, I always think that young adult novels should be easily come back toable as an adult, and you still get something out of it. And Dark Materials is absolutely that. As an adult, you get a completely different, not completely different, but you get a different perspective on it, and you appreciate it, but just in a slightly different way. Whereas something like Aragon, I feel like you come back to and you're like, oh yeah, this is for a certain age range and not above. I'm not, for everybody who's rereading or reading Aragon now, form your own opinions of it. Absolutely, these are just mine. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it as a kid. I read the whole series. Was bitterly disappointed by the ending. It felt very phoned in, and I had predicted it from like book 2, because again, fantasy tropes. But yeah, I felt like it was one that the energy kind of went like as it progressed. His Dark Material starts out whimsical children's fantasy and ends up, we must destroy the church and kill God. Yeah. Yeah. It is very good. Nevermore series. I don't know the Nevermore series, I don't think. Your girlfriend is leading you through Discworld still? Yes.
I expect mine will do that to me at some point soon too.
I might.
You're trying. Not that I'm resistant to Pratchett, but I've made like a couple of attempts and they've been sort of faltering starts. So
Yeah.
at some point,
I haven't forced any Pratchett.
No,
books
you
on
have.
you
No,
yet.
you have. No, exactly.
I've
You
been
haven't.
very good.
Yeah, you haven't. But there's like the first couple of like cracks starting that is just along like, oh, I think you'd like this. I think you should read this. Not saying you should, but I think you'd like. I think if you were to start, you should start here. And so
Yeah.
it's going to happen at some point.
Yes. Yeah. I was going to say Night Watch. Yeah, you should read Guards.
That's literally the one I have because I was told to start there.
Yeah. Night Watch series, Witches, Death. All of the Death ones are fantastic. I mean, all of them are fantastic. Yeah. The state of young adult fantasy is depressing nowadays. You need more books teaching children to walk backward into hell and kill God. Agreed. Fewer books, please, about like lusty vampires, or whatever. Like, I'm so sick of what's going on in young adult fantasy at the moment. It is just like, stop. Because it's like, oh, everything's romantasy now. It's like, yeah, sure, that's its own thing, but it's now everything is fantasy. Sorry, not everything is fantasy. Everything is romantasy, and therefore that's fantasy. It's like, no.
And it's not much better down, even if you go younger, because it's just David Walliams going bum.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
But
Temeraire I have not read. Moist von Lipwig. What?
Yeah, I pointed him out on the picture. He works for the post office. Yeah, going postal. Yes. Yeah.
Haven't got there yet. I think that might actually be one of my next ones. It is such a damn weird name. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm going through them alphabetically, chronologically in terms of when they were all written. I'm going through them numerically, which is fun because it means I get to another one. So, oh, this is the thingy one, or oh, this is a watch it one, or this is a new person, which I quite enjoy. Regency bromance with dragons, and it's amazing. That sounds fun. Another young adult fantasy series that genuinely I claim as but I will cite
in
as
the
one
name
of the. It is mine. I shall put a flag. Do you have a flag? Naomi Novik. That's a great name. No, that I think is absolutely one of my up there in my top 5 influences for like my own writing is the Chronicles of Ancient Darkness series by Michelle Paver, which started with Wolf Brother. It's basically fantasy, but in a very kind of, it's not fantasy as such, like it's like occult more than anything, I guess. It's magic as it would have existed like 30,000 years ago or something. So it's basically set in the Neolithic time. So automatically, that is my
cavemen with iPhones.
Yeah. But like there's some stuff in there that you're like, wow, you did this for teenagers / young teenagers. Like, wow, that's pretty intense. And again, you read it as an adult, it's like, this is just damn good writing. and she cared so much about making it as historically accurate as possible. And I'm not going to be one of those people going who has a coughing fit.
Yeah, exactly. I hate when that happens.
I know, it's awful. I'm not going to be one of those people who go, well, you're fighting with a broadsword, you can't do this particular move, because frankly, I don't know and I don't care. But when it comes to like really old stuff, again, like Neolithic period stuff, like actually keeping it historically accurate is more interesting than making stuff up, because we know so little about it. So the imagination is already going to add stuff in. So you can just, if you stick to what we do know, and then just work things out from there, or add any kind of sprinkling of fantastical elements in there, it just fits together so well. So yeah, it's good. Your girlfriend loves all the books, but the ones in the middle, aka not the first few books in Discworld, also the last few, because they're very different from the rest. Those are the ones she loves the most. Yeah, I think I'm sort of in the middle at the moment. I'm around the like, I think Hogfather is number 20 maybe, or 21. So yeah. But yeah, if people want to read any young adult fantasy, would strongly recommend Michelle Paver's stuff, because she's great, and also a female author. Woo.
Yeah.
I like them. But yeah. But yeah, I'd be interested to see what people think about Aragon when they finish, because it's tropey trope. It's fun.
Submit your anonymized review and we'll read them aloud on stream.
No. As I say, I loved it. Past tense. Also, the front covers of them, the original front covers, I can't remember who the illustrator was, but my goodness me, are they very good. They are beautiful. Really, really stunning art. Michelle Paver has done some adult horror books. I was not aware of this. I must look these up. I can imagine they're great. Because, yeah, she definitely has a horror-leaning angle. So, yeah. Nice. Okay, I'll have to look those up. I didn't realize she'd written any adult books. Cool. But, yeah. Thin Air and Dark Matter. Ooh, okay.
Oh yeah, I don't mind you. The those like horror story collections and stuff that I was showing you, and I linked them on the Discord as well. The that Canadian publisher, the one with the like collection of Canadian short stories and stuff, like Canadian set short horror stories. You're saying Thin Air reminded me of one of the other collections. I think it was by like a single author. Was called Thin Places. Like, ooh, I like that name. That's good.
A good title.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be good song title actually as well. Liminal spaces. No.
It's just corridors. That's all. It's just corridors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aragon. You don't need to think about. It's very much switch brain off. You weren't using Goodreads yet when you read Aragon, or you'd probably have a very, very, very long review of it. Yeah, me too. Mainly, why do we have to make the single female a love interest? Spoilers, sorry everybody, but it's very obvious. How long do you think we'll be going for today? Should we get more tea? I don't know. We'll probably finish in like a 10-ish, maybe something like that. Do a 2 hour.
About 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm.
I don't know if we've got any more things to cover.
No, I feel like we've broadly covered.
Yeah. Oh, look at the cat.
Yeah.
You're happy.
It's just really how long this keeps people entertained for.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've watched a video. You've watched video essays on how the backrooms thing ruins the concept of being in liminal space. Is it because it's just like overshadows, like essentially overpowered the entire thing? And for me, it's like you've introduced a monster, which is fundamentally. I've done this rant so many times before. Yeah. Stop me if you've heard it and don't want to hear it again. We're going to go past 10 o'clock. But yeah, fundamentally, introducing a monster into backrooms and liminal spaces feels like it runs exactly opposite to what that should be. Like to me, especially with the like endless office aesthetic of Backrooms, as presented in Welcome to My TED Talk, the Kane Pixels Backrooms, which I really, really like what he does. I just hate that he put a monster in it. Yeah, if you put a thing in it, it's not really liminal space anymore. Yeah, like to me, it's the crushing repetitiveness. It's the like inescapable mundanity of the whole thing. It is like it's different rooms, but it's just the same office space. It's corridors and rooms and computers that you walk in and you see it and you know you can smell that room, you can taste it, because it's any office that you happen to have walked into or through in your life.
Lick the wallpaper.
Exactly, and the reason, to me, the horror in that is because it's a reflection of the 9 to 5. This is your job, this is your life. It is this inescapable, endless, bland space that you have to occupy for hours, and that's what's draining the life out of you. It's not some monster, it's not something chasing you through these corridors. It's that you are stuck here and nothing happens. And that's a difficult horror to convey.
Do not lick the wallpaper. Yeah.
That's why I
Severance is good.
Severance is very good. Is why I liked the Descending short story, which is like really my first encounter with that kind of like existential horror of, you know, it's just an escalator, or like a series of escalators that just keep going down, and then, you know, well, yeah, I've been on escalators. Oh, I can now relate to this. It's just, horror found within the everyday rather than something that is taken from outside of that and brought in. You don't know what Backrooms is? Oh, right. Your home D&D campaign, your last dungeon was the exact sort of liminal space thing. You were literally stuck in the office of some mysterious government bureau. Though there was a beholder at the end of it, to be fair. I mean, yeah, basically that. It's just endless office spaces. Yeah.
Also, still, that sounds really cool. Basically, just a handful of authors was asked to make a new Star Wars setting.
Oh, right.
That sounds massive. Wow. That's really cool. I hope it was like, I assume it was like well funded and stuff. Yeah, because that's great. Love that.
Nice. All right.
Just give a bunch of authors free reign.
Yeah.
And a setting and go. Make some stuff. That's cool. But yeah.
Cool. I guess, yeah, it's just like within Star Wars you have this like, okay, well, this is like the New Republic stuff that everyone knows from the recent, well, from the films, and then you've got Old Republic, which has been handled by like BioWare with Knights of the Old Republic and Star Wars The Old Republic, and that's like 10,000 years ago or something. So I guess they've just kind of gone, well, I don't know, we could expand this franchise a little bit and just pick an era and go, here you go, and hand it over to some authors to fill it out. That's neat.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, free outside of the Skywalker saga. I'm not a big Star Wars nerd. I enjoy it, but I'm also perfectly happy when I'm not engaging with it. But the fact that every single thing that they put out, well, not everything, but most things has to in some way gravitate back to the black hole at the center of it all that is Skywalker. And it's Luke Skywalker showing up, so all the nerds have to clap at the end of Boba Fett. And not Mandalorian, that's the one. Book of Boba Fett was a spin-off series from that. Or like Rey, no, her real name is Skywalker. It's like, oh goodness, please.
Yeah.
Just something. But I will be one of the many people saying that Andor was excellent, and that series.
Andor was great.
Series 2 of that is on its way soon as well. So I'm hoping they've done a good job with that as well.
Yeah.
Been a trans character in basically every entry in the High Republic and Never Feels Wars. Hell yeah.
Nice. Always good.
Nice, Llama. Nice.
Yeah, I don't actually... Have I seen... I must have seen the original Star Wars, but I honestly can't remember. I certainly haven't seen any of the newer ones. Yeah, I must have seen them at some point, but I think I just bounced straight off them.
Fair. It's... I mean, yeah, they are just extremely typical hero's journey, especially the original trilogy. It's just... It's fantasy with spaceships.
Yeah.
The swords are laser swords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andor is great, yes. Oh, that's very cool, Sil. One thing that's cool is that typically the first adult, and young reader book takes place at the same time, experiencing the same event that's affecting the galaxy, but from different places and with different angles.
Oh, neat.
That's a really cool idea.
I like that concept, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. But I think that kind of wraps us up for today in terms of things that we were going to talk about.
Yeah, I can feel the steam starting to run out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if there's anyone in chat who thinks that, yeah, well, frankly, if there's any other ideas from anybody about things you'd like to see from us, then...
I think we just lost Lucy for a second, so I'll just take her...
Discord somewhere.
Oh, she's back.
Did you? My internet was fine.
Not here. You just...
Oh, no, my internet's
froze.
not fine.
Oh, you off? You going? Okay, let me help.
Oh.
Okay.
Bye, Joey.
Bye.
Less books. Thanks, Dave.
Less books.
Fewer guests.
Dave.
Yeah, I was going to say fewer guests.
Yeah.
I'm Dave on again. Yeah. Also, yes, Arian, fewer. But we're not going to be grammar pedants here, are we?
No.
Yeah. Anything, bung it in the Discord. We shall make some Discord channels for things. What we said.
Absolutely, we'll do that.
I mean, I could probably do it as well.
Okay.
No.
he's in his cube. He wants everyone to know he's in his cube.
Bless.
Teeny tiny books. I do have a couple of quite small pocket-sized books.
Oh, you do actually, yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Not that tiny though.
No.
I have a book of sonnets, I think, somewhere that's like this big.
Little Book of Calm. Little Book of Calm. Little Book of Calm. Little Book of Calm.
Add oranges to your bath. And then, I don't know. I can't remember what he says.
No. Been a while.
Various things. Little Book of Calm. Is this it? The Angry Book of Shouting. No. This! No. Black Book script read. Oh, we could never do it as well.
No.
We could never do it as well.
No.
They are so wonderful. That could be a fun watch along, actually.
Although you say that, Dave, we do need to do that other thing. I'm not going to say what, but that other thing.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to
Dave said
sort out.
Gonna possibly.
Yeah.
Black Books Marathon. We should do a Black Books Marathon. It'll be very difficult because I will just quote it at everybody.
We'll just cut Lucy's mic.
Yeah. I mean, if we do it on Discord, I won't be mic'd anyway. A bit of Fry and Laurie Marathon. A bit of Fry and Laurie. Well, we're actually working through that again, aren't we?
Yeah.
I can't remember where we got to.
We're not just going to...
We did finish it. Did we finish it?
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
No.
We're not just going to watch through every TV series.
No, just the big ones.
We're not Netflix.
No.
These are good shows. I don't...
Yeah.
I don't disagree. Yeah.
Soupy Twist.
Soupy Twist.
Yeah. Seriously, but you're watching TV and we can't see what you're watching, but you're describing to us. Oh, now Bernard's pouring himself a lot more wine, and man, he's getting up to some hijinks. I mean, yeah. That's
also, like
Chilliteratea TV.
Like sort of BBC's Premiership football coverage, where you get to watch people watching the games because they can't show it live because that's like licensed content. So it's just you're just watching someone go, oh, he's got no, it's not a goal. And go over to John, who's watching Manchester versus Liverpool. And, no, No, it's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just catch me up on all the good British TV you've never heard of, please. Oh yeah. I mean, again, absolutely can recommend so many things.
Yeah.
But yeah, Black Books is incredible.
We.
Down, 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 down. The what should you call it? Theme tune. Brilliant. Down, 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 down. Da, 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 da. Which I feel like Bill Bailey wrote.
Don't actually remember it.
Probably. It was great. There's the like opening sort of electric guitar slide down. It's great.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's all electric guitar.
We also need to watch more Green Wing.
Yeah.
Because that's very good. Been watching anime. We watched season 1 of One Punch Man together now.
Yes.
Because you're like,
maybe did we not season 2 as well?
No, I don't think we did.
No.
Because you're like, I guess I should watch some anime. I'm probably.
It's like One Punch Man. Let's do it.
Well, the thing is, I'm probably like the least useful person to ask about watching anime because my tastes are extremely basic.
And yes, One Punch Man
I
did
do
very
not
much
know.
enjoy. You
Is
missed
that
Bill Bailey
Mashal?
live when he was in the Netherlands, Aaron. Oh, that's a shame. I've seen him live once. It was spectacular.
I don't know that one still. Mashal? I don't know. What I've heard is like if you like One Punch Man, watch Mob Psycho 100 because it's like, well, it's from the same creator or something.
Ah, right. Oh, you saw the Tinselworm show live. Nice. I can't remember which one I saw. It was many moons ago. I can't remember which one it was called.
I don't know.
Yeah. He's great. But yeah. Should we call it there?
Yeah, go on, get out.
Everybody's shoe.
Yeah.
I wanna go and make a tea.
Okay. That's fair. Do that. What if Hogwarts with a boy gets in purely because he's so damn buff his muscles come? Oh, I think I might have heard of that.
That's kind of wonderful.
Yeah, that is a familiar premise. That's very good.
Yeah.
So the literal muscle wizard. I cast punch. Great.
Oh, it's Ogba.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you feel better now, Arian.
Yay. Look, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. It's closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish. It's closing time by Semisonic.
Okay.
Nobody will know that. I am.
Right.
Yeah. I'm old.
Yeah. Let's take the old man away. He's rambling now.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh god.
This is how you find your people in chat. You make niche references and see who gets it. Like you reference cabin pressure and see who responds. There we go. My people. We found my people.
Yeah.
I know from Desert Bus. Ah, yes, of course. Ice cream chords. Right. No, okay. Anyway, it's a bit they do on Desert Bus where B just sits and plays like 4 chords, and they just fit any song to it.
Oh, I think I have seen
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But,
we're
We're
doing
gonna
the
go.
right. That's no, I've got work in the morning. So we really it's been a lovely time. It's been a lovely evening.
Thanks for the tea.
Yeah, no, that was a lovely tea that you did. That was delicious. Milk? What milk did you use in that? That was
please stop. I can feel the second-hand awkwardness. Go.
Anyway.
Stop.
Yep. No, we all ready to hit the road? We good to
Yeah, stop.
Where do we leave the coats?
Grandma on the stove. We are the host. This is true.
The where'd you put the coats? Are they okay, I'm gonna
Anyway, chat. Thank you all very much for being here.
I'm gonna go get my shoes on. All right.
Oh, God.
Bye. It's lovely. It's
I
lovely,
hope-
lovely
I
seeing you.
hope-
Oh, hugs. We're doing hugs. Okay, we're doing hugs. Yes.
Sam never lets the bit go. Never lets the bit go. Okay, he's actually going to go off screen. The stream's not going to stop though because he can't reach from there. No, I guess Sam has left. So thank you, everybody. You definitely can still see his head. Thank you,
They
everybody,
can't.
for being here. Oh, they can't. Okay. You're all very wonderful people. I hope we have made your evening slightly better. That's Sam's hand. We will be back on
Bye.
Wednesday for some short stories. We shall see you then. Thank you for being wonderful people, and goodbye.
Had a lovely time.
Bye. We're
Bye.
going. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, bye.
I'm in the car.
Bye. We're still
Going.
waving. We're still
Bye.
waving.
Is that more
Bye.
hugs? Okay, no. Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh,
See
good
you-
God.
Yeah, talk to you tomorrow. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.